How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. It's some nice day today and I'm glad you dropped in. What we're up to today is getting ready for winter. So in the winter time I do a lot of plowing, and on the front of my tractor I've got a blade plow with two skid shoes, one on each side, and those skid shoes are made to wear out. The pads on them made to wear out, and they're getting pretty wore out. So what I want to try to do today is build them up with some weld. Now I'm no welder, that's for sure, and any welders out there, I apologize for what you're about to see, but we're going to try and build up these shoes with some weld. Now what I have is a wire feed welder, and the wire is not real hard steel, it's pretty soft actually, but I'm figuring, you know, with if I put a couple 3 or 4 millimeters of weld on these skid shoes, that they'll last maybe 3 or 4 millimeters longer. That's the goal. So you know, I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how I make out, so let's go have a look. So here's the skid pad here. I've got it just clamped here to the end of my little welding table. So it's about, I don't know, 5 inches in diameter, and I think it was originally 3/8 of an inch thick, but she's wore down now a little bit thinner. When I had these made, I had hard steel welded on the bottom of them, and it was a nice little web pattern that Buddy had put on them, and it wore pretty good, but it still wears out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my grinder, I'm going to buff this off clean, and then I'm just going to try and weld, just run a bunch of beads back and forth across that. Like I say, the wire I have in my machine, it's not real strong, but if I put enough on there, I'm hoping it'll last the winter. So we'll see how we make out. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to buff it off. I just have a flat disc on my grinder, and I'm put my face shield on. So not bad. You see it wears more on one side than the other, but I think that's just the nature of the way I angle the blade. These pads are meant to spin around while they're plowing, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So anyway, I'm going to gear up the welder now, try to put some beads on this, just back and forth. Okay, when I first had this done up and had these pads made, the buddy who welded them put a bead across here, across here, across here, then he just covered in between the beads with weld. So I think I'm going to go with that technique too. So I just have the soapstone here, just going to mark them out. I don't know if I'll be able to see this or not once I get the shield on, because I have a hard time seeing what I'm welding. I don't know, there must be a secret to it, but I don't know what it is. Alright, so I'm just going to try and draw a bead across each of those, and then I'll go between them. Okay, let's give her a go. Okay, so I'm pushing the bubble, the bead, the puddle, right? I'm pushing the puddle. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, whether you should push or whether you should pull. But anyways, I'm not going on my line, so I'm going to try and do this one now, just to try to make a line from one side to the other. And like I say, I have a hard time seeing what's going on in there. Okay, I started here, I don't know, I think the heat, there's nothing I can do, that's as hard as I can get it. Maybe I can slow down the wire speed a little bit, I'm not sure. But anyway, I wasn't going on my line. My line goes this way and I was going off this way, so I have a hard time seeing with my visor. I don't know whether that's my eyes or whether I just don't know how to weld. But anyway, I brought in some more light. I got some more light on here now. I'm going to try and weld across this line. So let's see how we do. You know, welding, it's a great skill to have, welding, and I certainly am in awe of anybody who can weld. I just wish I could. Anyway, let's give her a hook here and see what happens. Oh yeah, I was going to slow the feed down a little bit. We'll go to 3, see what happens. Might be too slow. I'm not sure. Let's try it. So we're going to do this row here. So I think my feed is too slow now. It ain't looking good, is it? Oh well, we'll keep at her. Oh my God, look at that. That bead there was supposed to be up here. Oh well, I guess we just fill her out with weld, it'll work, eh? I'll come back and show you my finished job. I don't know, what do you think? Got a lot of weld on it anyways. Well, if nothing else, I don't lie. I cannot weld, holy crow. Anyways, I did get some weld, a little bit of a bead put on the bottom of those skid plates, and hopefully that'll last this winter when I'm out plowing. And the plowing season, I'm afraid, is probably not that far away. But, you know, I don't want it to get here. It can take its time if it wants. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad you dropped by. I hope everybody else enjoyed this video, and please thumbs up me, leave me some comments, and have a good week. Take care, stay safe.